All right, so now let's get started. So I'm going to bring one image, and the first use case which I'm going to show you, let me import two images. And this is the use case is called expanding the background. Okay, so suppose you have an image and you want to expand a background, you can do that very easily. In fact, let me open one more image here in a vertical form. So something like this one. Okay, so this is a vertical image, and these two images are in a horizontal one. Okay, now many times what happen when we are working on the project, we need to put a vertical vertical format image into a composition where you have a space for a horizontal uh, um, uh, image, right? So if you try to put a vertical image in a horizontal space, the problem is that you not able to fill the entire space. You will get a black space on the left side and the right side, or maybe on the top or on the bottom, right? So how to make a vertical image into a horizontal one? So what I'm going to do, I'll take a crop tool, increase the canvas like this. Okay. And now I will make a selection of this blank area. Okay. You can see I'm making a selection. Just make sure that you select few pixels, okay, from your original image. Okay. Why why I'm making a selection of few pixel in the original image? Because the generative fill AI, okay, will understand these pixel, and on the basis of these pixel, it will create the rest of the image. So once you make a selection, what you need to do, you can see there is a button called generative fill, and as again as a reminder, this button will only be available inside the Photoshop beta. You will not be able to see this button in the regular Photoshop. So you click here, do not write any prompt. Okay, there is a space, it will say to write a prompt. But if you want to extend the background, okay, if you want to expand or extend the background, you do not require to write anything. Okay, you can simply click the generate button, and now the AI will understand the background of this particular image, and it will try to expand it. So let the AI process this image, and now take a look. So the AI understand the background of the original image and extend it. Now, every time you will, when you use this feature, it will give you three options, okay? Or you can say three variations. So this is the first one. Now, let me show you. This is the second one, okay? In the second one, you can see there is some kind of a stone is also there on the beach. And this is the third one. I think the third one is not looking fine because if you see the horizon line, it's not coming out perfectly. Even the first one is also not working really but the second one is look quite nice, right? So maybe I can go with the second one, or if I do not like any of these three variation, I can again hit the generate button and generate the three more images. Okay. Now let's go on to the another image. This is the another image, and I want to expand this image. So again, I will extend the background. I will make a selection, and I will hit the generative fill and generate. And again, the AI will recognize the background and try to extend it. Take a look. So it's a very flawless image. Now again, it will give you three options. So this is the one option. This is the second option, and this is the third option. So if you are liking the output, you can put your reactions in the chat box. You can put thumbs up, or maybe you can write if you are liking the output. So in that way, I will get the idea that okay, this is going well. You are liking this particular output. Thanks, Aslam, for giving me the feedback. So you can see how quickly I was able to achieve the output. Similarly, in this image, Let me just expand it like this. And now I'll make a selection. Now here, you need to understand that again, you need to select the entire white area. So if I make a selection like this, it will select the top part. Now I also need to select this vertical area also. So again, I will make a selection like this. And now you can see now the selection is in the L shape. Okay. Again, I will click generative fill, click generate, and it will generate the background on basis on my selection. So I can see what output I like. So you can see how quickly the AI was able to generate the image. Now in this image, let's say I also want one more objects. Okay. Maybe in this area, I want like a dog or a puppy. So I'll just make a selection. I'll write uh, dog, something like that, and let me click generate. I made a very let me just make a selection again. The selection was not perfect. So I'm using a lasso tool, okay, to make a very rough selection. Okay. The idea is I want to show a dog on these stairs. Okay. I'm just writing cute dog here. Let the AI create the output and take a look. Can you imagine that this quickly the AI will able to create a animal there? Thanks, Tawfiq. I think this is a quite impressive output. If you didn't like this particular variation, you can take a look for the another variation. So it's another dog image, and maybe this third one. And the important thing which I want to bring to your attention is not only the content which is getting generated. Take a look for the entire composition. Take a look on the lighting. Take a look on the shadow. Everything is matched. That's the important part. Otherwise, even now also we can superimpose any object on top of any image, right? No one is stopping you to do that. But the important part is the blending, right? That's the important part, and that is where the AI play the important role. AI is able to match the lighting, match the shadow. Okay. Otherwise, anyone will say, "Oh, you did a Photoshop." But will anyone able to say that you did a Photoshop here? Let me just show you by zooming this image. Take a look the shallow shadow which is coming there. It's look like that in reality the dog is actually sitting on that stairs, right? It's not looks like a superimpose, right? So that's the power of Gen AI. That I showed you two use cases. One is you can expand the background, um, extend the background, and also you can add the object. Let me show you one more example of by adding one more object. So I'll use this image, and I want a coffee jug in this area. I'll make a vertical selection, and I'll write French press coffee jug. Take a look, coffee mug, coffee jug, and if you see, it actually looks like it's put it on that table. So with the help of this generative fill, you can not only extend the background, but you can also add the object. Let me quickly show you another example. If you want to remove any one object, so in this image, I want to remove this person. Okay. So one way is that you can make a selection like this, or the another way is if you want to make a very precise selection, you can use a pen tool or any other way which you want to use to make a selection of this person. You can do that. And you can see I'm making a very rough selection. I will click a generative fill. I'm not going to write anything. I'm just going to click the generate. And let's see, will the AI is able to remove this person from this image? Wow. Take a look onto the output. It looks like that there are only two people in the image. I will get again three variation. I can try which one I want to use. All the three looks impressive. Maybe I will like to go with the third one. Okay. So this is how you can use the generative fill to remove the object, add the object, expand the background. But the another important thing which I want to show you, in removing object, you can remove a person also. You can also remove any other object. Just like if you remember, we used to we are using a feature content aware fill in Photoshop. In a similar fashion, you can use generative fill also to remove any object. Now, the another feature which I want to show you is you can actually change the outfit also. So I have an image here. This person is wearing a capri here. Okay, and I want to make it as like a full like a jeans. Okay, so I'll make a selection here. Take a look how I'm doing this, and just make a rough selection like this, and then I'll make a selection here like this, and click generative fill. Do not write anything. The AI is pretty intelligent to understand what you want to do. If you want a very specific kind of a thing, then you write it down. If you want, let the AI decide what to do. Do not write anything. And let's see, will AI is able to create a jeans or not. Take a look. This is variation 1. This is variation 2. This is a variation 3. Can you imagine that it's not a real jeans, it's not a real trouser. It looks like the person is standing in that trouser only. This was the original image, and this was the after the generative fill. Not only this, this is the another use case of changing the outfit or the clothing. This is one last image I like to show you. So if I want to remove all these bunch of people in the sea, I'll just make a selection of these people and click generative fill. I will not write anything. I will click generate, and let's see how it works. And take a look. It's actually removed a lot of people. If I go with the another variation, you can see all the people have got removed from here, right? So this is a great way. If you have any photograph where you have lot of peoples and you want to remove them, simply make a selection and you can get rid of it. All right, so that's about the generative fill. Thank you everyone.